Hi, a very good morning. Hello. Okay, so my name is May and I'm from Google Malaysia. So what happened today is we will be this first session until about 12. So 1 hour so that you can go for your lunch break. Okay, because I know that you have not eaten anything. So we will take about 1 hour to complete whatever we can. But 12 to 1:30, can we start 30 minutes earlier so that we have at the next 2 hours, 15 minutes, and I hope to release all of you by 3:45. Okay? So what happened today is there will be, now, this morning, we will start with Google Workspace for education. So all your docs, slides, sheets, sites, we will do that very, very quickly. I'm sure most of you are familiar already with these tools. These are some of the new features that you can use in your classes or in your learning. After that, in the afternoon, when we come back, we will do Gemini and NotebookLM. Have you tried Gemini? Yes. Okay. Have you also do NotebookLM? No. Yes. Okay. So we will, the AI session will be in the afternoon. After that, there will be a very, very simple or mini assignments. Okay, which is you are supposed to complete a quiz, and upon completion, we will issue you with a certificate of attendance from Google. Okay? All right. So first thing first, it is more of a sharing session, but those yang ada bawa laptop, please feel free to join me. Right? We do it together so that you learn faster. My colleagues, Khalil, Iwan, and Far, they are around. Yes. So if you have any questions, please raise your hand. So in Google, right, our culture is we allow collaboration. So what does collaboration mean? When in all your Google tools, you see the share button, right? Yes? You see the share button in Google? These are the collaboration tools. So of course you work individually, but in Google we encourage or we practice collaboration. And this is one culture that I want to bring to all of you today. So what happened is if you have questions any time along the way, if you have questions, if you have challenges, please raise your hand and we will attend to you, okay? So please remember to log in with ums.edu.my so that our experience, you can experience all the tools easily. All right. Then, very, very quickly, 10:45, we are supposed to start, but I will quickly head over and let you go for early lunch at 12 o'clock. We will come back at about 1:15 and we will start at 1:30. All right? And we will end by 3:45 if we can finish up all the content that we want to share. So introduction to Google. Have you heard of Google? What do you use Google for? Search. What else do you use Google for? Who, apart from your UMS Google Workspace account, do you own Gmail? Siapa ada Gmail sendiri? Gmail, semua ada Gmail sendiri. Okay. Yes. So Google, we are part of Google for Education. We are part of Google. And this is what most people know us as, right? But behind this is actually a data center where it put together all information to ease your search. Malaysia will have 2 data centers soon in Semenanjung. The first one is in Shah Alam, Sungai Buloh. Right, the first one is Sungai Buloh. The second one was just announced last week. Do you know where's the second one? Yes. Yes, PD. So the second data center will be in Port Dickson. Right, and this is where we will fit in talent, new talent, or people managing the data center. And these are all the tools or all the applications behind it. So it's operated at a large scale, supported with Google Cloud, and these are all the other tools that they are with Google. Okay, so we are a learning company, and um, for now, for over a decade now, right, we have partnered with educators as well as all the education institutions with tools that are designed specifically for education. That's why it's called Google for Education. So today, or like every day, millions of users or people like you access to our products to learn, to discover new things, from search to YouTube, to Gemini, Google Classroom, and many, many more. So learning is central to everything that we do. From the very, very beginning, Google's mission, right? It has been to help organize world's information in a way that makes it easily and universally available. So Google's mission is it help organize or put together information, right? World's information that makes it easily and universally accessible. So education has been central in everything that we do. And we believe that the ability to access to tools or to quality information is crucial for learning. Okay? And next, what you have now under ums.edu.my accorded to you by Ministry of Higher Education is Google for Education Plus. So it's Google's most comprehensive solution where you have advanced insights and security. This is more to the university management. Our tools are built for teaching and learning, and it is an all-in-one solution from Google Classroom, classroom management, all the way to the productivity and collaborative tools. Okay, this is what you have. Are you familiar with these tools? What do you normally use? Words, dogs. Anything else? Slides, okay, and then meet, okay. Calendar, okay, so you, and Gmail, right? You use Gmail as well. So this is for your classroom, the classrooms as assignments. In Google Classroom, right, before you submit, especially written assignment, you can actually use originality report, right, to help enhance or evaluate your essays, right? And then docs, sheets, slides, forms, sites, calendar. So these are some of the features, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 features I will quickly go through. And then Drive, we will, in terms of how to use it from a student's perspective, amalan terbaik, best practice. And then I won't touch Meet at this point, and also Gmail, because you are already familiar with it. So these are the tools that I will cover. First, Google Drive. Google Drive. Do you know where is your Google Drive? Yes, so Google Drive is here. And Google Drive is where you save or you keep all your information, all your files, right? And it's in the cloud. Right? It's supported in the cloud. So in Google Drive, I will show you. We are going to learn 4 things today: drive organization, sharing setting, customize the color, start and reason. I will go through, and if you need help, then please raise your hand, okay? So first, drive organization. This is new folder, right? And then, so you now have a folder, and what you can do is you start inserting information or inserting files into this folder. So I can, how do you insert? Assignment instructions. Example, if I want to insert this, you can right click, you go to organize, move, and then you select where you want to move to. I want to move to UMS test. Add, right? And, sorry, organize, move, UMS test, you move, right? So what happened is my assignment instruction, my document just now has been added to my drive, and the title of my drive is UMS test. Okay, so this is how you, when you have your subjects, right? Like for students, when you have a lot of assignments or a lot of paperwork and you want to put it together so that it become more organized, right? You create a folder of the subject and then you put in or you move all the relevant files into the folder. Sorry, just give me 5 minutes. Okay, so I have already shared with you how to organize your files. Okay, and next is how to do sharing setting. So sometimes, right, you, like in Google, like I mentioned, we always allow collaboration, and one of the way to collaborate is to share, right? So you can share your docs, you can share your sheets, your slides, so that you can collaborate with your team members, you can collaborate with fellow students. So what happened here is file folder sharing. Let's say I want to share this folder, right? And then there's this sign here that says share. So you can either share it here or you can share here through this format. So two ways to share, but the easiest, ialah, you go to this place, you click on this, share. right? And then you add on who you want to share this file to, right? And what are the roles of these people? Okay. What is the role of an editor? Kalau you bagi dia access sebagai editor, apa dia boleh buat? Edit. Yeah, dia boleh edit, remove your files. Okay, so if the file is not is yours and you tak nak orang edit, you tak nak orang delete, buang dan sebagainya, what access can you give? Viewer, yes. So you can give access as viewer, or you can give access as commenter. Commenter meaning they can only comment. All right. But if you give access as viewer, they can view. And sometimes you don't want them to view for too long, right? You want to collaborate and the project ends next week. So you need them to view and confirm by 3 days from today. So what you can do is you can add expiry date. Right? You letakkan tarikh tamat. So when you put in an expiry date, by default is 1 bulan, but if you don't want, you can extend it, make it shorter. So today is 14, I want you to review by 18. Because by 19, we need all the confirmed content, for example. So I give you until 12 p.m., done. So what happened is, when I share this file, this person as viewer, dia hanya boleh tengok sampai 18 Mei pukul 12. After pukul 12, dia dah tak ada access lagi. Okay, so this is at expiry. Any questions? Okay. Next is customize the colors of your folders. So sometimes when you already ada banyak-banyak folder subject you, right? And then you nak customize, and then nak untuk lebih senang cari, right? So what you do is, yes, change color, correct. So if you don't like red, you can change to other color. But I'll show you how to add. So technically or by default, your folder warna dia hitam, right? So go to the folder. Again, go to these 3 dots here. Organize and change. What color? Purple, pink. Okay, so now your folder are colored. So this is one feature because we are very visual, kan? Selalu ingat ingat lukisan, ingat warna, right? So this is very visual. So now I know that kalau nak cari, when I scroll down nak cari lebih cepat, my folder UMS test, I just look at the pink folder. So this is how to color or change color. So how to change color is the same thing. 3 dots here, organize. Right now it's red. I can change it to brown. Okay, so this is coloring of your folders. Next is start and recent. So why is start and recent important? So kadang-kadang you banyak file, right? So when you start your file, it's easier for you to find. So let's say when I want to start, I just press the star here. So kalau dah ada star sini, masa saya nak cari, saya just pergi ke start. Right, so all my files yang saya ada star akan keluar. Okay? I have one question. You see my second file, right? 19 March tu. Kenapa dia ada orang dekat tepi tu? Kenapa dia ada icon orang dekat tepi tu? Shared, yes. So the file has been shared. Okay. So you are very familiar already with the tools. And then the next one is recent. Recent is file terbaru, right? What are the newest file that you have been working on? So you tak payah again scroll down untuk cari. So recent is just go to the recent indication dekat tepi tu, and then you will see. So when did I access all these files? I accessed on May 13. And then these are the files that I accessed last week. Okay, so these are recent and start. It's and coloring of your folder is make it easier untuk you mencari file-file yang banyak kan dalam drive. Any question? This is how much your storage has been used. Ada soalan tentang drive? Tiada, we move on to slides. Pernah guna slides? Guna untuk presentation. Dalam Word, slides panggil apa? Kalau dalam Microsoft, slides panggil apa? PowerPoint. So it's the same function, and you can actually tukar dia punya format from your PowerPoint to Google Slides. Kalau you nak convert your files, okay? So dalam Google Slides, I will show you how to insert YouTube video, how do you trim videos in slides, and how do you connect your slides. Pernah buat tak yang ni? Insert videos, insert YouTube video directly through your Google Slides. Okay. Okay. Insert video. Yang ada laptop boleh try ya. Cari apa-apa video. Right? So saya cari video on University Malaysia Sabah, and saya ada, let's say saya nak guna ni Medic at UMS, and then dia akan keluar insert. Okay. So I just insert. And once you insert, this is insert video kan. Dia akan keluar indication dekat tepi sini. Right? Video. And then how you want to play this video. So what I want to do is I want to play on click. Play on click maknanya masa saya buat presentation slides nanti, I click, my video will play. But I don't want my video to start from the beginning. So this is where I can edit my YouTube video from the slide itself. Sini. I want it to start. So video ini berapa lama ya? Video ini 4 minit lebih kurang. Tak, sorry. Video ini 8 minit. So saya nak dia start at minit ke-4 and that dia tamat pada minit ke-6. Okay? And then if you nak buat if your video is like how to dan sebagainya, you hanya you can mute your audio. Alright. Kalau this is okay, let me end at 6:00. Okay. If dah habis, you just slideshow. Right? And when I start to play this video, tengok dia bermula pada minit ke-4. Okay, dia tak bermula dari kosong. Dia bermula dari minit ke-4 sebab saya dah set untuk mula pada minit yang ke-4. Right, and then I can just play the video. Okay, and dia akan tamat pada minit ke-6. Right, because saya dah set. So macam mana nak set again? Kalau you nak tukar, you just pergi ke click video and then dia akan keluar di sebelah kanan. Any questions? No. Okay. Next is how to link, right? How to link your slides. Link kita guna function ini. Pernah guna tak insert link function? Yes, you got question, is it? No, okay. Have you used the insert link function before? Yes? No? Don't know? Okay. So insert link is, let's say I want to insert this link today, right? So I share, I copy my link, and then I put it here. Paste, right? And I get this. To make it nicer, so that my slides lebih teratur, I can actually put right, and then insert link, and I copied my again, yeah, insert link and paste. So what happened is sekarang link dah tak nampak dah, kan? So your slide dah cantik and teratur. So what happened now? When you play the slides, you just need to click. Then it brings you to the deck. Okay, so this is insert link function. You can insert link. You can also connect to other pages. So I showed you another example. Okay, so click here for slide 1. Again, use the insert link function, right? And then it comes out to, you can search or paste your link. So I want to search and paste to slide 1. So when I slideshow, right? So we are at slide 2. If I want to view the deck, I just click on this. If I want to go back to slide 1, I just click this, and it brings me back to slide 1. Okay, so this is the insert link, how to connect your slides. You use it for when you do presentation and you want your presentation to be more interactive, atau you nak addkan element gamification in your slides. This is where you can use the insert link and connect your slides, okay, from one slide to another. Any questions on slides? No? Are you hungry already? Yes. Okay. Google Sheets. Do you use Google Sheets? Yes, for attendance? Yes, for attendance. What else do you use Google Sheet for? Data. Yes, so you use Google Sheet to put in your data. There is one Google Tools yang lepas you guna, you press connect to sheet, dia terus dapat maklum data in sheet. What is the tool? Google Form, yes. So when you use Google Form, you dah masukkan all the information kan. You suruh all your kawan-kawan tulis attendance atau collect data. And then when you press link to sheets, you will get your data in Google Sheet. So Google Sheet, I will go through drop down, version history, free cell function, certain function, and also filter view. Okay, Google Sheet yang saya ada. Example, saya ada nama-nama semua orang, right? In my attendance and all, I have everyone's name. So what I can do, the first one that I want to show you is drop down. So what happened in drop down is, yes,
ada request
ah,
because of crook dekat perut. Maybe slide maybe not very clear. So can zoom?
can zoom, can.
Yeah. Betul tak? Dia cakap saya senyap je kat saya, Zime.
Oh, tak apa, must speak up. Alright, kena speak up.
Alright, so just zoom so then we can see the button that you click on the screen.
Okay, okay.
Right,
So I will zoom my screen instead of zoom my content.
Okay.
Right,
Thank
thanks,
you.
Iwan. Zoom, I will zoom. Nampak sekarang? Yes. Okay, so nanti after lunch, right, lagi 20 minit saja kita pergi lunch. After lunch nanti, sekejap. Puan, dah sampai dah. Okay, so in 20 minutes, we will go for lunch. But when you come back, please sit in front. All right, sit in front. Okay, so that you can see clearly, and then it's more lebih dekat kita. Okay, so sit in front, yeah, when you come back after lunch. If not, I'm going to call names and ask you all to sit in front. Okay, so the first one that I want to show is drop down. Drop down. Okay, so drop down ni dia you gunakan so that your data dia lebih teratur, dia lebih cantik, dia ada warna, dia tak black and white saja. Right? Kalau black and white saja, data sangat boring kan? So you can use drop down. So how do I use drop down? Saya kecilkan sikit dulu ya, nanti saya besarkan sekali lagi. Drop down is here. Insert, drop down. Okay? And then I can put attendance. So when you do data, especially you said ambil attendance kan, then you can use drop down. Okay, and so what happened now? Sorry, my drop down is supposed to be here. Again, yeah, I buat sekali lagi. Insert, drop down, right? And option 1 is option 2 is absent, and then you warnakan dia. Okay, so masa you nak check sama ada orang ni datang tak, okay, then you change. They're absent, they're absent. So this is the drop down function. Okay? All right. Go. This is drop down. The next one is version history. So when you collaborate, right? When you collaborate, when you share dengan kawan-kawan dan sebagainya, kadang-kadang ada satu kawan tu dia terdelete your file. Betul? Atau dia terdelete a data. Right? So what do? Marah dia? You? Buat sekali lagi You undo. Okay, so if you dah tak boleh undo, you go to version history. So all Google tools, semua from docs to slides to whatever that I will show you today, dia ada icon jam ini. Nampak tak? This one, it's here. Let me enlarge my screen. Dia ada icon Gemini, right? So kadang-kadang orang tu terdelete tapi dia tak tahu. Right? And then dia kata, bukan saya yang delete. So you boleh check. You can check who delete the file, who amend your file. You just click this and you see all the versions dah keluar. Because file ini saya seorang saja, saya tak collaborate. So you hanya nampak warna biru. So semua pertukaran ialah warna biru. Right, you see? These are all blue because I just added this. Okay, so this is version history. If you want to see what is my original version, you go back to May 6, my first version. You click here, and this is my original version, kosong. Let's see the second day. Okay, so this is my first version, right? The one yang ada data, May 6. Kalau nak gunakan balik, I just need to restore this version. Restore a version from May 6. Yes. Dia dah padam dah my drop down tadi. Okay. So this is where you check who deleted, who amend your file. Okay. You akan nampak different colors. Kalau you collaborate dengan 3 orang and ada 3 orang ubah file itu serentak, you are able to see them listed here. The file, the name 1, name 2, and name 3 in different colors. So kalau saya biru, orang lain merah, then you tahu merah dia buat changes dekat mana. Right? Biru buat changes dekat mana. Any questions? Is this useful? Yes, so in all the Google tools akan ada version history. It's the symbol jump. Right? So that's called version history. Version history. The next one is free cell. Okay, free cell. So kadang-kadang you ada banyak data and then as you scroll down, you dah tak tahu dah yang mana first name, yang mana last name dan sebagainya. So when you free cell, view, freeze, right? So it's view, freeze, freeze up to 2 rows. Sebab saya dah bold tadi, 2 rows tu, right? Row 1 and row 2. So freeze up to 2 rows. And when I move, my first 2 rows don't move. Okay, so you will know. Especially kalau you ada banyak data. Like your attendance list ada panjang-panjang 100, 200 orang. When you want to scroll, you just freeze cell. So where is your freeze cell? Freeze cell is at view. Okay, let me show you again. View, freeze. And then kalau kadang-kadang your header ni panjang, right? It will take up to 3 rows dan sebagainya. And then you bold first or select first what you want to freeze. So for me, I want to freeze these 2 cells. So it's view, freeze, up to 2 rows. Up to row 2. Row number 2 lah. Right? If you are at row 3, then you freeze up to row 3. Any questions? Okay. Function and I will go through function for you and then we will move on to next one because conditional formatting is for formula, right? And filter view is for you to filter. I can show you for filter view. Okay, function. So kadang-kadang you dah ada data first name, last name, but you want to, example, connectkan dia. First name and last name tu you nak dia jadi satu column. How do you connect? Formula, yes. So what formula do you use? Plus what? Okay, so the formula is this. Equals concatenate. Yes. Concatenate. And I want to concatenate first name and last name. Okay? And then tutup bracket and other. Dah keluar. And then now, when you do it, dia akan suggest untuk yang lain juga. Right? So if you agree, you just tandakan dekat hijau tu, the tick there, and then it's all up. Combine 2 column to 1. Alright? If, example, kadang-kadang you take attendance, tapi budak ni, dia tulis nama macam ni. Ada kecil, ada besar, and you want to standardize your data. So how do? You can just move to another column, right? And then equals upper. You dah ada. So you just have to do it once here actually. Upper. Right? And then you copy the formula throughout. So all dah jadi uppercase. Right? If you want to jadikan dia sentence case, maknanya besar, kecil, 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 and then besar balik, the formula is proper. Right? So, let's do this. So I delete this, right? And I want to make all of this besar and kecil. So, boleh nampak tak my slide? Let me besarkan sikit. Okay. So just now is proper untuk dapatkan proper sekarang kita buat. Okay, sorry. Proper is capitalize each word in a specific string. Proper, Azwana. Then you dah dapat. Lepas you dah dapat semua, right? And then baru you boleh buat concatenate. Campurkan dia sekali. Right? So you clean up your cell 1, you clean up your column 1, clean up your column 2, and then you do add column 3 to combine. Faham? Faham ya? Filter view. Okay. I will, after this filter, then we do, okay, after filter view, this is the last slide, then I let you all go up for a break. Okay, for you to have lunch, and please come back by 1:15. Okay, you can come back with 1:15. By the time we start, it will be about 1:25. But please, when you come back, sit in front. So last one, filter view. Okay, let me delete this. So filter view is for you to filter so that lebih senang nak cari. Okay, so saya nak filter designation. Okay, so in view, sorry, insert, filter. Create a filter. Okay, so again, your filter view is in data, create a filter, and then here, nampak tak? Sekarang ada 28, 29 division. So I can clear all, and I only want to nama dari bahagian hal ehwal pelajar sahaja. So I just tick this, and okay. So only orang dari bahagian hal ehwal pelajar sahaja akan ada. So this is filter view. Filter view membolehkan the users untuk view apa yang dia nak view sahaja. Okay. Are you all okay? Yes. All right. Okay. I know you are hungry. Let's take a break. Like I said, please come back by 1:15. When you come back, please sit in front. I'll see you at 1:15. Thank you. Have a good lunch. Thank you. Here, here, and half of here. Can. Then we leave the back one vacant. Then lebih senang nak nampak. Those in front, please complete your afternoon session attendance. Kalau nak selesa sikit, you want more comfortable, you can sit at the white chairs. Jangan tertidur saja. Right? Come forward. Boleh duduk saja, it's okay. Come. Right? Wow. Thank you for taking thank you for being proactive. Sit down, come. The white chairs, there's still 4 seats. The VIP seats too. Come. Come down so that it's closer. I don't have to besarkan my screen. Apa dia? Can. Nak duduk mana-mana pun boleh. Right? Boleh saja. Why nobody wants to sit in the middle? Apa dia? I thought you want to sit in front because you run down. Then you go to the back. There's so many seats in front. Thank you. Come. My aim is to make that 2 row where Farhani is standing kosong. Is everyone here? Can you check, tengok your kawan semua ada tak? If ada, take attendance, then we want to start. Is all your friends here? No? So yang last nanti tu suruh dia orang duduk depan. Ask them to fill up the white chairs. Okay. 1 minute for you to take attendance, then we will start. Okay? Done? Okay. Habis? Are you all done? Yes, there. I've got a pen for you. Are you done? Yes. Come. So what I do is I'll give the front one first and I'll choose 3. Okay? Nanti along the way, we will do again. This is for you. Okay, now we will start. Dah kenyang dah? Dah. Okay, very good. Next what? Next break. Next break, we aim to finish by 3:45. Okay. By 3:30, there are 3 things you need to do. By 3:30, you will need to complete a short assignment, multiple choice questions, so that we can get your name and your email address and issue you an e-certificate. The second one is to make sure you complete your attendance. And the third one, there is a feedback form from PEP. All right? So 3 things we will do by 3:30. Before I start or before I continue, do you have anything you want to say? No. Okay, next. I've shown you earlier. What did I show you earlier? Come, if you raise your hand, I will give away more pens. What did I show you earlier? Ada mic kan? Come, let's be a bit more interactive. Then we continue, okay? What did I show you? Somebody raise out the hand. Drive, okay. What else? Yes? Sheets, okay. Drive sheets lagi. Slides. Okay, what is the one feature in slides that I showed? Okay, insert link. Somebody say insert link. Here. This lady in blue tudong. And one more. Somebody say video here. Did somebody say video? Yeah. Khalil, the lady in green baju, orange tudong. All right. So let's move on to calendar. Do you use Google Calendar? What do you use Google Calendar for? Mark your birthday, mark your friend's birthday, right? Yes, okay. Not bad. So Google Calendar, there are 2 features that I want to show you, but it's the feature number 2 is probably more applicable for students. So feature number 1 is appointment slots. Do you know that you can make your calendar available to your team members? Yes, right? So they can make an appointment with you. I will show you how. Number 2 is this column or this feature called Task Organizer. Sometimes you have your to-do, complete assignment, follow up with reports, meet lecturers, right? And it's sometimes in your notebook, it's everywhere. So what you can do is you create a task in your calendar so that it's in your calendar and it's only for you to see. The second thing is, once your task has been completed, you can mark it as complete. All right? So I'll show you appointment slot, which is probably not so applicable for you, but it's something good to also learn. So Google Calendar. All right, to do appointment slots, create appointment schedule. All right, like I mentioned, this is where if you have teamwork and you want your friends to berkumpul sama-sama, right, on the same time and date, this is one use case yang you can use. So So my appointment is 1 hour, and instead of repeat weekly, means allowing people to make appointment with you every week, you can custom it. Okay, so I want to start, no, before that, instead of custom, I will do not repeat. So let's say on 15, tomorrow, I can meet from 10 until 6 p.m. And then I can meet the next I'm available date is 17 from 10. Have you all used this before? Yes, okay. So let's say I'm only available on 2 days. Scheduling window is how many days in advance your friend can make appointment with you, right? So default is 60. You can put it to 10 days or maybe 5 days, right? And then maximum hours before the appointment, right? 4. And then calendars, cohorts. This is where you can add all your friends' calendar in here as well. So if I add my friend's calendar, example, then next. So when the appointment schedule is being made, let's say the other, and then Khalil wants to make an appointment with in my group, there's Victor and me. What will happen is it will go through both our calendar first, right? To ensure that there is empty slots. Next, uh, where do you want to meet? Whether it's through Google Meet, whether it's through in-person phone call or whatever. Let's put it in person, and you can tag a location, right? So let's see if they want recital. It's they want recital. So I've tagged my location. We will meet here, and then confirm booking, save, right? And this, oops, sorry. This is what the user or your friend, your other team members will look at, right? Oh, on 15th of May, these are the dates yang available, right? Untuk kita buat group project. So kalau dia book pukul 12, and then they fill up the necessary details, right? And then the person will get a notification. And you can see that pukul 12 is no longer in the appointment slot. All right. So this is more useful, I think, in your context untuk buat project, group project kalau ada. But this is something that lecturers can use, right, to set an appointment to meet all the students. Yang baru datang, sila duduk dekat depan ya. So this is appointment schedule. Next is task organizer. Task organizer is also create tasks, right? And then submit. Yeah, so it's a trumpet, right? Submit assignment. Submit assignment. Submit assignment A. And let's say when is the due date? The due date is 2 o'clock today. Sorry, 2 o'clock tomorrow, and assignment A. A lah. So you put your description and all, and categorize it under my task, and then save. So what happened is, here, as a task, do you need me to besarkan the screen tak? Yes? Then come further, come in front. Okay. So what happened is, this is my task, right? Assignment A, right? So it's like macam my to-do list, right? Once this is done, let's say I already submitted my assignment A, so it looks very, very nicely in your calendar, and it makes you very organized, right? Because all your assignments, apa yang you kena hantar, semua ada. So you see, if my calendar, I have to kecilkan so that you get a better idea. It's very nicely written here. Alright, so kalau assignment tu dah siap, saya dah hantar, I just need to mark complete. Kalau hari ni tak siap, what will happen? This thing will move to tomorrow. It will keep moving until you mark complete. So it marks complete, there is a slash, meaning to say there is no more tasks. Okay, so this is task organizer, something that you can use in your calendar apart from putting your friends' birthdays and your appointments. Okay, I enlarge for you to see. Right, so this is how it looks like. If let's say I say, hey, I still need to do something, so I can again mark it incomplete. So this is when you set the color macam ni, right, dark blue. When you mark complete, when you habis, it becomes light blue. So your assignment is completed. Okay, so this is task organizer. Pernah guna tak? Pernah? Guna untuk apa? Buat letak apa? What are some of the keywords that you put in your task organizer? Homework? Assignment. Lagi? Sleeping? Oh, meeting. Okay. So for meetings, meeting reminder you can put, but meetings normally ada dalam kalender kan? So you use calendar for meetings. Meetings, appointments semua letak dalam kalender. But your task, what you need to do, right? You put as task organizer. Okay, let me enlarge this. Okay, next. Google Meet. Screen share features, activities, host control, transcript, and live caption. Have you used these functions before? Have you seen it in action? Yes? Okay, if yes, then screen share tu apa? Share screen. Share screen for presentation. Okay, activities. What are the features dalam activities? Breakout rooms, yes. Lagi? Pools, boleh buat undian. Right? And then ada apa lagi? Q&A. What is the difference between chat and Q&A? So kalau dalam lecture or when you host a meeting, chat tu kadang-kadang orang kata, oh mic saya tak boleh buka, kamera saya rosak kan? That is chat. Q&A is specially used untuk betul-betul, this is best practice lah, amalan terbaik. Q&A is used when you really have questions related to the presentation or to the meeting. So let's say you are presenting to your friends, right? You have a course and you are presenting tapi you guna Google Meet. So chat itu is for your friends to, dia orang suka borak-borak, right? In the Meet. But your Q&A is where they ask proper questions. And dalam Q&A tu, the co-host dia boleh mark jawapan soalan ni dah jawab ke belum, atau jawab soalan ni has been repeated by someone. Then that is Q&A, which I will show you in a while. Host control is as a host, orang yang buka the meeting, right? You are host and you boleh assign sama ada dia ialah co-presenter, co-host dan sebagainya. Transcript is where you ada sarikata, right? There's a transcript at the meeting or live caption. So live caption can happen when the meeting is in English, but the caption is in Bahasa. So I'm going to quickly show you this so that you get an idea. And next time when you have your Google Meet, you can use it. So we are at Google Meet. The first one is the share screen feature. Share screen feature is this, right? And what you want to share? You want to share a deck. Okay, I have a question. What is the difference when you share Chrome, share window, or share entire screen? Siapa boleh jawab? Where's our pen? Okay, siapa boleh jawab? What's the difference between sharing Chrome tab, sharing window, or sharing entire screen? Saya panggil nama eh? Share. Like, come. Share Chrome tab tu apa? Only a specific tab, correct. Siapa yang jawab? Iwan eh? Siapa yang jawab only a specific tab? Okay. What is share entire screen? Share the whole thing. So, kalau you tengah, kawan you tengah, okay, so how do I put? Okay, kalau you want to present something, right? You want to present something, it is best, amalan terbaik when you share your tab. Because you only select what you need to share. Okay, kalau you select the whole screen, right? And then suddenly your WhatsApp pop up, then you tengah reply, semua orang boleh tengok. That is the difference, okay? Which I'm sure you are aware. So what I will do is I will share a tab. So I can choose from this tab what I want to share. I can share my calendar, right? My slides. So if I share my slides, and then you will see here. Okay, let me besarkan. Right? You will see here. Sini. Sorry, I think you tak nampak sangat. Here is the tab that is being shared. Right? Dia ada brown, ada satu kotak warna brown. Okay. So now I'm sharing my tab. Right? So this is the thing. Then next is activities. So activities ialah di sini. Right? Like you mentioned, there's a breakout room, there's live streaming if you are doing a talk, a talk. Right? If you are doing a talk, and then polls untuk dapatkan voting. You can vote like questions like when do we want to meet? When is for lecturers? When is the next replacement class? Then you can use polls. Q&A, like I mentioned, is different from chat. Q&A is very specific for us to tanya soalan yang berkaitan dengan the meeting. Alright, next. Recording. And then lastly, transcript. So transcript is next that I want to show you before host control, yeah, transcript. So transcript is being recorded right now. I've on my mic. What I want to show also apart from transcript is turn on caption. So when I turn on caption, I change this to English first. Then I will do a English Malay content. English. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very well welcome to the Google Workspace for Education. Let's do again. A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Google for Education training session in University Malaysia Sabah. This afternoon, I will be sharing with you the tools by Google Workspace as well as Gemini and NotebookLM. Right? So this is CC. You just have to turn this on. Okay. What is translated caption? So sometimes in a meeting, the presenter speaks example in Bahasa, but there are also audiences who prefer the content to be delivered in English. Okay, so this is where you can use translated captions. It's the same. You on CC. Meeting language example, I'll change to Malay. Live caption, translated captions. I change this to English. Okay, I on my mic. Selamat petang tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Selamat datang ke sesi perkongsian Google Workspace for Education di Universiti Malaysia Sabah. So I hope you get the context between translated caption, live caption. Understand? Yes. So live caption here, right? Or meeting language, right? Meeting language is the language that the presenter will use or the host will use, right? And then translated captions is the captions that the audience will read, right? So they can hear in Bahasa, but they can read in English. You can try for other languages as well. And to change the language, you pergi setting. There is next to translated caption, settings, and your preferred language. So my meeting language is in Bahasa, my preferred language is in English. I can change to other language as well. Okay? So this is live caption and transcript. I'll show you the output later. And host control. So host control is here. Wait, where's my... Okay, host controls is here. Is the icon with the log. Okay, host control. So host management. Can I let all my participants in my meeting share their screen, send chat message, send reaction, or turn on microphone? If I off everything, right? So you see, let's off this. If I off everything, the audience, kan, they will not be able to see my reaction button. Do you need me to increase the size? Okay. Yes. They won't be able to see my reaction button. Nobody are able to do reaction. But as a host, I can still present. But the audience won't be able to present. Okay? And then the audience also, I can send chat message, but the audience tak boleh, the meeting participants yang lain tak boleh send message. So host is the person that create the meeting. Contributors are all the attendees. Okay, so this is the context, yeah? And then turn on the video, can off. And host must join first before anyone else. So if I enable this and people start coming in, if I didn't start the meeting, nobody can join. So I'm sure your lecturers use this, right? Okay. And then what is the difference between open, trusted, and restricted? So open is anyone with the meeting code or meeting link can join. Okay. Next is trusted. Trusted is only those that you people can still join if they belong to your organization. So example, if you have a meeting and you created a meeting at unimas.edu.my but you didn't invite this person, right? But this person can still join as a trusted because you share the same domain. All right, everyone, that people can join without asking if they belong to your organization or are invited. Restricted is people who hasn't been invited must ask to join, right? So these are the differences. And then attendance tracking, if you want to check attendance, track attendance, allow questions in Q&A. If you on this, my Q&A now, right, can take questions. So if I ask, I can post anonymously. If not, it will be my name. What is the difference? And when I see this, the lecturers, right, or the host, dia boleh cakap pending first, new first, popular first. Popular first meaning ada orang like. Okay? And then ask questions. As the host, if the questions has been answered, you can tick. Sudah tahu jawapan soalan tu dah ditanya, sudah dijawab. Right? So there's no need to repeat. Okay, so this is the Q&A function in Google Classroom. Sorry, in Google Meet. All right, next is Google Docs. Let me exit the meeting. Any questions on Meet? No. Building blocks, smart chips, bookmark, voice typing, and e-signature. So these are some of the new features in Google Docs, and you should be able to see all this. Can you, those yang ada computer, can you see if you can find building blocks? Building blocks, it's here. So what is building blocks? Building blocks is a set of templates that is already made available for you, right? So if let's say you attended a meeting with your lecturer online ataupun on not online, face to face, and you want to record the meeting. So you go to meeting notes, right? And it will search your calendar for activity. Let me give you a better example. Right? And then insert building blocks, meeting notes. This is big, right? And this is example my meeting, right? So if I can do this, it will come out already below my meeting and everything, and it's already in the tab. Right? So my document now is very organized because every time I complete my meeting, I can add on another tab and it will be here. Let me show you, yeah. This is, let's say, test, right? And then next meeting, insert, building blocks, meeting notes, and another one, right? So you can see now, it's arranged nicely. It's organized already, but these are all extracted from my calendar, right? So that's why it's important to also have proper calendar records, and then you put all your notes. So in your context, you pergi lecture, right? This lecture, you label your title as lecture name, the lecture A, right? And then May 15 lecture 2, ajar apa? Do you write notes in your lecture hall? No, or you write. You type or you write? Right, okay. So if you write, then very good, right? But if you happen to type, then this is one way you can use. This is where you keep all your lecture notes in different tabs. Okay? Let's say you say, okay, how do I make this tab, right? So this tab, if you see here, is actually heading 2. So if you want to make your own without using building blocks, kalau you tak mau guna building blocks kan, you nak letak sahaja, you just put right? And then you change this. Right now, this is normal text. You change this to heading 2, right? Dia dah keluar dah in your tab here. Okay, so it's like your table of content or your table of content or your kandungan, right? So you can actually search, oh, May 16, what is the notes? May 15, what is the notes? It makes it very organized. Boleh? All right, so this is building blocks. Meeting is one of it. Yang kedua, yang ada ialah email drafts. So I insert a new document. Okay, let me use this now. Email draft, right? Insert. Building blocks, email draft. So I can then I can insert my friend's name atau apa-apa yang kalau yang tidak berkaitan saya remove, right? And then assignment A. Right, so this is my email content I want to send to my friend. This is my part for. So saya guna building blocks untuk draft satu email, and once this email is completed, I just need to click the Gmail logo, the M logo at the next to the building blocks, right? And then it's connected to my Gmail. Okay, so this is a simple example. Selalunya when you use documents to draft your email, is an important email, right? So you want to be able to amend, tengok format dia macam mana dan sebagainya sebelum you send. So this is what you can do. You write your content or your ideas in using building blocks, email draft, then you tulis whatever you need to, and then convert it to your email. Move it to your Gmail. All right. So this is building blocks email draft. Okay. Of course, you can ask it to create calendar event draft, task tracker, right? Like task tracker. Siapa buat ni, apa dia buat, bila, what is the status and everything else. So everything is connected already. When you press date, you can also link to calendars. Status, it's complete, not complete, in progress. So this is a template yang dah ada dah. You just need to put in the name, put in the description, and you can use it for yourself. Okay? This is building blocks. Please explore building blocks. Next is smart chips. So smart chip, right, is this. Sometimes when you share your link akan ada yang panjang-panjang, right? Right? And then it's not so nice. So what you do is, this is smart chip. So what you do, you copy your link. Let me do again. Sebab file tadi tak boleh buat. Okay, let's use this. Ada soalan tak? I heard that some of you are discussing. Very good. I hope you are discussing today's topic instead. So share, right? So you get the link, kan? You copy link, and then you will get Cannot see. Normally kalau you copy link and then your document jadi macam ni kan, biru semua, right? Not so nice. Smart chip, it enable you to replace with a chip. So kalau you replace macam ni, dia terus jadi, yes, it has shortened it for you. You don't have to use your bit.ly and all. It's nicely put in your document already, right? So kalau saya tadi copy link Google Sheet, so dia logo Google Sheet di sini. Kalau saya copy link YouTube, dia akan ada logo YouTube di sini. If I use PDF, I will get the PDF one. So I'll try one more for you. Right, let's say I want to use this link. So I copy this link and then I go to my document. I paste it and then it comes out. Instead of the long list that doesn't make sense, it comes out. It's a YouTube video. The title of the video is AI Stage Day 1 and Who. Okay? So it copies exactly. So this is what we call smart chips. Okay. It's automatically embedded. So you tak perlu buat apa-apa pun. What you need to do is just, share, copy link, take the link, paste. NotebookLM belum ada lagi. Dia belum integrate lagi. So it's not a good example. But I will show you others. Alright, let's take the Android show. Copy list, copy link. And then paste. Sorry, it's supposed to come out. Let me just try again. Okay, let's use that. Okay, let's use this. Copy link, right? And then paste. Tengok, it came up, right? So this is dog. The first one is sheet. The second one is YouTube. All right. Yes. Okay. Moving on for docs is voice typing and bookmark. So bookmark is for you in case you not. Bookmark is here. This is star. Okay, where's my? Okay, let me do voice typing first. So tools, voice typing. So sometimes, right, you don't want to type, right? You have everything in your mind and you want to be able to say it out quickly so that you tak perlu type panjang-panjang. So you can try voice typing. Right now, the language is English. So you type. You use your voice to type. Okay? You can try in Bahasa Melayu. And let's see, Bahasa Cina. Let's see ada tak? You can try Mandarin. Who wants to speak in Mandarin? Come. Tengok ada tak Mandarin? Steven? Is this Mandarin? Jap. Let's see. So it's here. Is this Mandarin? Yes. Okay, who wants to speak Mandarin? Okay, so you get the idea, right? You can pick a language and then you can type, but you have to try whether Mandarin works or not. You all have it, right? Voice typing in your docs. You all can try whether Mandarin or other versions work. Okay, so this is voice typing. And lastly is e-signature. So insert e-signature. So e-signature is when you are in your students council, you want to prepare letter, to go internship and all, and you want your pensyarah, your lecturer to sign the letter, right? And then sometimes you are not in the faculty. So what you can do is once the letter is ready, you can insert e-signature, right? And then you assign the signer. This one is pensyarah. Right? And then we will take the signature. We can remove the initial. Right? So I will ask pensyarah to give me initial, put the name, and date sign is compulsory. Right? And then I request signature. I just have to label my document. Surat internship. And then put in my pensyarah punya email address. Right? Kalau ada. And then put in message and then request e-signature. Okay, so what will happen is the file will be in PDF. Pensyarah you akan dapat all this information and he just need to click on this to put in his virtual signature. Okay? All right. Once we are done with doc, I don't have to show you Gmail, right? You can do Gmail. One last thing before we move on to AI. I will give you a 5 minutes break once we complete Google Classroom. So what happened in Google Classroom is there's only one thing I want to show you in Google Classroom, which I find very useful. Originality report. Have you used it before? No. So originality report is for you to be able to track if your assignments are, did you accidentally plagiarize any of the content? Okay, but this one, for you to use, your lecturer, he or she has to enable originality report. So imagine my lecturer has already enabled. This is what my originality reports. This is what my Google Classroom looks like. Right, so this is my Google Classroom. Okay, so my lecturer is Khalil. Okay, so UMS, this is my Google Classroom. My lecturer is Khalil. And due tomorrow is an assignment called the transformative communication, the transformation of communication. This is my assignment. Okay, so this is my assignment. As a student, yeah, now let's look at the student's perspective. Student's perspective is here. So you know what you are supposed to do. This is your assignment, 100 points. This is for you to run your originality report once you submitted. So, before, this is what you will see. So let's say you have an assignment already. You completed your assignment. You can create Google. You can create a connect. So let me create first. I'll show you how we create. Okay, so create, you see. My document now is empty, right? So I put in my assignment. I type my assignment. So assuming I'm typing my assignment, I have my assignment, right? And then I insert it here. So this is my assignment, right? This is my completed assignment, right? And then turn in. So before I turn in, I will get I can run originality reports. So as students, right, you can run up to 3 times. Originality reports will tell you how original your work is. Okay? So, I run originality report now. I just need to, I dah ada kan? You see, my document is here. I run. Run. So you see, let me enlarge it so you can see. Right, I have already run my originality report and my version is at 2:02 p.m. today. Now, right? So it's 2:02. I can actually see that 4% of flag content means 96% are original content. 4% are flag, possibly that they find this content somewhere in the website. So I can see this content, it's here. It's almost the same, right? And it's taken from this website. It's taken from AI in journalism, right? So this is number one that I need to probably amend to make it better, to make it sound more original. And then my medium score is 4%. So there are 4%. This error here, it's 4%, means 4% bukan original lah. All right? So what you can do is you can remove these yellow features, right? And then put in your own words. When you put in your own words, you clean it up and then you submit again. Right? You clean it up, you clean up, edit. Okay, you edit this part, right? It says task, this one is it says it's copied. 4% of this is copied. So let's say I don't want lah. I just use here and example only, don't follow, yeah. This is for demo purposes. You improvise this. Once you improvise, right, you turn in again. So once you turn in, you have another chance to run your originality report. You can run up to 3 times. Okay, so you run, and once you complete, you just turn in. Turn in. So my lecturer now will see my report. And then the lecturer will use their own tools like turn it in to run and the originality or to see if there's further plagiarism. Okay? Originality report. Tomorrow when we have a session with your lecturer, I will ensure that they on this so that you can run it. Students can run up to 3 times per assignment. Okay? Any questions on Google Classroom? No? Okay. I think for Google Workspace, the next thing is Google Sites. So Google Sites very quickly is a space where you can actually create a microsites. Okay, so you will see it here. Right, you will see it here. Have you used Google Sites before? Yes? What do you use Google Sites to create? Assignment. Okay. So this is the sites. You just need to change your name to assignment dan sebagainya, and then you can publish it. Okay? All right. Google Workspace, any more questions before we take a 3 minutes break and then we continue with Gemini and NotebookLM? Any questions? No questions on Google Workspace, yeah? Because the questions later is on Google Workspace. All good? Okay. Let's take a 3 minutes break. We will be back at 2:10 sharp. I'll introduce Gemini and NotebookLM. Okay? Okay, let's start. Next topic is on AI. Do you use AI? Yes. How do you use AI? Assignment. How do you use AI for assignment? Ask AI to help you answer assignment or ask AI to help you do assignment? Both. So practically you take the lecturer's assignment, letak dalam your Gen AI, ChatGPT or anything, copy the answer and put back in your lecturer's paper, correct? No, okay, at least it's a no. So how do you use AI in your that one? You ask questions, it give you answer, and then you insert inside. Is it? No. Okay. Then summarize. Okay. What else? Have you? Help you? What? Sorry. Brainstorming. Okay. Lagi? As a template, give you idea, help you brainstorm. Okay. So I think help you brainstorm is a very good way to use AI because it helps your assignment better, right? Sometimes you didn't think of it. So what I want to do today is to introduce AI to all of you. But like what Prof. Fong and Dato' BC mentioned in the morning, it is for two things. It will help you, inspire you to make your assignment or your work better. Number two, there are certain features in AI that can do self-directed learning, right? Sometimes lecturers are there to provide us with content and we can use AI on our own initiative so that we can improve, especially during study weeks and all. So this is AI that we will be sharing. Two things, Gemini and NotebookLM. So the buzzword is AI, artificial intelligence, kecerdasan buatan, is a science of teaching machines to mimic natural intelligence. So what happened is machines are learning and they are trying to learn and grasp your input. So before anything else, you will hear this a lot today. As you use Gemini or NotebookLM, please use your UMS account to access to these two tools. Okay? It's important because in the terms of use atau terma penggunaan Google Workspace, if you use at ums.edu.my, your input or your data will not be used to train the machines. But if you use your personal Gmail, there are likelihood, ada kebarangkalian, that your input will be used to train the machine. Okay? So you will hear this a lot now. Sign in with your ums.edu.my account. So I have a question. We have pens, right? When was the term artificial intelligence first introduced? Terma, first introduced. A, B, or C? We will give one answer out first. A, B, or C? Somebody raise your hand. C. Who said C? Somebody from here. Okay. So the answer is C. The first time AI was the term. Terma. AI was introduced is in 1956. Okay? When we first use it or introduced to us as user, it's around 2002. So I want you to also experience this. This is coming to us very soon. Not now, but very soon. This is how they use Google Pixel phone. In the future, any phone, they have Gemini in it, and they bring this experience to tour London. So they ask Gemini different things through lens captured. This is called Project Astra. It's a project by DeepMind, Google DeepMind. Okay, a department or a division that creates AI. So this is, let's see this so that you can experience AI before we use it, okay?
All right, we've got a Pixel phone loaded with the latest test build of Project Astra, and we're going to leave the office to test it around London. I've got this email with apartment info. Can you tell me the door code and remember it?
I'll remember the door code for you. It is 1170. To unlock it, enter the code and then press the unlock button.
Based on these symbols, how should I wash this?
The tag shows to machine wash at 30 degrees Celsius. Avoid bleach and tumble drying. Iron on low and dry cleanable.
Then what settings should I use on this machine?
Based on the laundry instructions of 30 degrees Celsius, select the 30 setting under Easy Care on the dial.
I've got this list of recommendations. Can you tell me a bit about some of them?
I can search for these places for you. Cold Drops Yard is a shopping destination with unique industrial design. Luminary Bakery is a social enterprise bakery, and Tate Modern is a modern and contemporary art museum.
Now we're going to try Project Astra out on the street. Let's see what it can do. I've always said scone, but now I'm hearing people say scone. Can you help me with the pronunciation?
It's a fascinating topic. The pronunciation of scone, both scone rhyming with gone and scone rhyming with bone, are accepted pronunciations, though regional variations exist.
What can you tell me about this sculpture?
The sculpture you're seeing is called My World and Your World by Eva Rothschild, located in Lewis Cubitt Park in London.
What kind of themes does her work explore?
She creates abstract sculptures that invite viewers to interact with and interpret their surroundings in new ways.
Would these do well if I planted them back home?
Mountain fleece can grow well in New York. They prefer full sun to partial shade and moist, well-drained soil. So your garden in New York should be a good fit for these flowers.
I'm trying to get a gift for my friend, and this is everything she's been reading. How would you describe her taste in books?
Based on these titles, your friend seems to enjoy a mix of history, biography, and perhaps a touch of political or social commentary.
I picked some of these out. Any idea which one she'd like the most?
Consider Half of a Yellow Sun for its exploration of complex social and political issues within a historical setting, aligning with her interest in narratives that offer insight into significant periods.
Will that bus take me anywhere near Chinatown?
Yes, it does. The 24 bus route goes through Leicester Square, which is very close to Chinatown.
Are there any landmarks on the way?
Riding the number 24 bus, notable landmarks you will likely encounter are Westminster Abbey, Big Ben, and Trafalgar Square.
I also met up with some friends to test out the multilingual capabilities.
Est-ce que tu peux me dire quelque chose d'intéressant à propos de ces lanternes?
Bien sûr, je peux vous parler des lanternes. Les lanternes que vous voyez font partie de la porte d'entrée de Chinatown à Londres. Elles ont une signification culturelle pour les Chinois et sont souvent utilisées pendant les célébrations et les festivals. நிச்சயமாக இது லண்டனில் உள்ள சைனா டவுன் நுழைவாயில். இது ஒரு குறிப்பிடத்தக்க அடையாளமாகும். இது அந்த பகுதியின் கலாச்சார முக்கியத்துவத்தை குறிக்கிறது.
Now I'm using these prototype glasses to test Project Astra hands-free. Can you check if it's going to rain anytime soon?
It looks like it is currently mostly sunny in London. Rain is expected tonight from around 10 p.m. until tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Hey, what's that park next to me?
The park looks to be Primrose Hill, known for its panoramic city views and the notable Shakespeare's tree.
Can you check if I can bike in there?
It appears that cycling is actually banned within Primrose Hill itself, although it is permitted in nearby areas and the rest of Regent's Park.
I'm biking back to Camden. Can you check if there's any supermarkets along the way?
There's a Sainsbury's on Camden Road, a Morrison's on Chalk Farm Road, and an M&S Simply Food on Camden High Street.
What was the door code again?
The door code you saved previously is 1170.
Oh, thanks. That works.
Right, if you want to know more, I think it's if you want to know more, yeah. deepmind.google.com is where you can access to all the AI in the works or experience AI that's being developed, right? And as you can see, these are chatbots and it's becoming more popular. Large language model. This is one term that Nanti you will hear a lot. And what you see here, right, it's multi, how do I put it? Yeah, it's multi format, right? So there are text, there are code, there are also audio, images, video. So it's going to be more and more flexible now in the future with AI. Let's. I have another question. Let's play this together, okay? So, how many, can you see? Can, right? I don't need to enlarge, right? Yes, okay. So these are all the different industries, right? Different tech industries or different tech platforms. So to reach 50 million users, 50 juta pengguna, right? Airplane, industri penerbangan, aviation. How many years did it take to have 50 million passengers? How many years? 50, near. Berapa lama? How many? Come. 70, yes. So for airplanes to reach 50 million users, it takes 68 years. 68 years to have 50 juta penumpang. Internet. How long does it take? Berapa lama? How many years lah? Tahun, right? Will internet take to reach 50 million users? Internet. How many years? 5 years, 7 years, 4 years, 12 years. So we already have a correct answer tadi. 7 years. Facebook. 4 years. 3 years, 3.5 years. 2 years. 3 years. Gen AI. How many years? 1 day, okay? 1 month near? So the answer is in weeks. 1 week, no, too short. 8 weeks. 5 weeks, I hear 5 weeks just now. So the answer is 5 weeks. So I think this shows how fast people are adapting to technology, right? From 68 years airplane to Gen AI in 5 weeks. 50 million users. Okay, So in AI, or if I can put it, it already exists in our day-to-day, right? It's just that recently with Gen AI, it is more widely used. We can now use it for our assignments and all. But actually, it already exists. Like in Gmail, right? It uses AI to filter spam, detect phishing attempt. Sometimes you get this kind of red notification, right? These are all AI in play already. So machine learning helps, and then machine learning will help you organize your email, right? Identify which one is priority. If I keep emailing to the same person, meaning that email is a priority. And then in Google search, in terms of your algorithm, machine learning has already captured what kind of things you search, and or even for YouTube, right? When you keep searching the same thing, right? When you keep searching, example for YouTube, you keep searching for mathematics. Your recommendation will also be mathematics video, right? And then for shopping now, you can just use in the Chrome, there's a camera button. You just take a photo and then you will be able to see or start shopping already. So these are all already exist. Maps and translation, which I'm sure you are very familiar with. Photos, Google Photos, there's face recognition. Do you use Google Photos? No? Okay. If you have time, we can show you. So Google Photos goes through face recognition, and it will tell you that in your album, you have this are your regular people yang you selalu ambil gambar with, right? And then it also helps you with the memories. 2 years ago, you were here. 6 months ago, you were there, right? So these are all already in play, and of course, with Pixel phone. So we believe that AI should be used boldly, but applied responsibly. So when we innovate, or when Google innovate, develop and deploy, innovate boldly, right? And then when they develop and deploy, they develop and reply responsibly, so that the users are able to eventually benefit from this technology. And lastly, collaborative progress. So in Google, you hear a lot of collaborations. This is what the culture is, from the people all the way, the tools that you have seen in the first part, all the way to the people. It has always been very collaborative. Okay? And this is our AI principles. So when we launch an AI product, which you will see later, it has to be socially beneficial, right? It has to avoid creating or reinforce unfair bias. And then it has to be built and tested, most importantly for safety, in terms of your data and all. And then be accountable to all people, incorporate privacy design, uphold higher standard of scientific excellence, and be made available for users that accord to all these principles. So these are all the 7 principles that that encompasses all the Gemini and NotebookLM tools that you will see shortly. So in 2018, we were the first company to establish AI principle as part of our commitment in developing technology responsibly. So we use technology, like Datuk VC said, we use technology, but the human element, right? The humanity of it, has to be there, because if technology exists, but if human technology exists, human have to work hand in hand with it. So I think this morning when he said that, it truly rings. So Gemini, do you use Gemini or you use other tools? What do you use? Never mind, what do you use? It's okay. ChatGPT? What else? DeepSeek. What else do you use? Copilot? Do you use Copilot? Yes. Have you tried Gemini? Yes. Okay. So you have tried all already. Yes. Okay. So why do we use AI in? Why do we use Gemini, right? In our education, number one, we want to save time. Right? Number 2, yes, I heard yes. We want to make learning more personal, meaning to say students personalized content, right? So if you want something, you want information are now in your hand, but how do you personalize it to ensure that number 1, you can digest the information, number 2, the information is correct, right? And then it inspires creativity, the brainstormer just now, right? It gives you ideas that you mungkin you didn't think about, or it helps you make your assignment better. And then it also empower you to learn confidently. And most importantly, keeping your data private and secure. Five things you need to know as we get started with Gemini or with any Gen AI as a whole. Specifically Gemini, AI is a machine learning model, right? That's why it's called, it's a machine learning model. So it is not human. So this is where the human part in you comes in when you use technology. Use AI to assist or inspire. Use it not to replace your homework or do homework for you, but use it to make it better, make your assignment better, understand certain difficult concept easier. Use AI to do that. It can and will make mistake. So number 4, you need to evaluate everything, right? So don't cut and paste AI's answer and put it in your assignment, because AI can and will make mistake, and then you will not benefit from it, right? And then keep your private info private. This is what I always say. Things that you don't share with your friends, you don't share with Gemini or any AI. Okay? So these are the 5 things that you need to know before we get started, because when we start when I start sharing with you what Gemini can do, it will be based on things like this, or these 5 elements, right? Okay, how do you prompt? Who can give me a sample of how do you prompt? The brainstormer just now. Is there a brainstormer, right? How do you prompt? Bring my mic down. How do you prompt? Hello. Oh, she wants the pen. Do you still have the pen? How do you prompt? Okay, come. I owe you a pen. Okay, how do you prompt?
Okay, so already every okay. Usually I ask by hi buddy, can you tell me about something? Then you can explain it more detail for me. Like that.
So can you tell me about something, or can you explain this? Can you help explain this, right? Thank you. Do you want to share? How do you prompt?
Macam macam manusia. Tanya 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 boleh ke explain macam tu apa ke? Yeah. Okay. How do you prompt? So when I prompt the Gen AI, I will make very specific prompt. For example, list the most prominent factor that contribute to forest fire. Yeah. And I will add on also add the citation in the format that I want. And also I will tell to put it in the scientific language. Thank you.
Very good. So exactly what I'm going to show today or now are the art of prompting. So you can ask it to help me explain, help me expand this. But who are you, right? So you need to give your AI a persona. That persona will then help define your output. So quality input equals quality output. So this is what we recommend, or this is one of the amalan terbaik, okay? Persona. Who are you? I am a student studying environment in year 2. prepare a, help me write, right? I'm a student studying environment in year 2. Write some points on forest fire, right? On forest fire in the context of protecting the environment, right? In bullet point format, in report format, in 3 paragraphs, right? So this is how we use AI. So help me explain help me explain let me find the topic. Help me explain this assignment from my lecturer. So I'm a year 1 student taking studying communications. Help me explain why it is important. Then take elements from your assignments. Right? It's important to master persuasive language. Example. Right? And then give it more context. And then in presentation format, in bullet forms format and all. So this is what we will do. And this is what I will show you. It's BM is supported, right? So, but this is a context for lecturer. I think we can amend it later when we do demo. Anda seorang dekan di sebuah universiti ternama. That's the persona, a dekan. In your context, Anda seorang pelajar tahun 1 matematik, right? Tuliskan dasar atau polisi untuk penggunaan AI dalam bahasa Melayu. This is your tugas, your task, what you want AI to do. Berdasarkan kepentingan memelihara integriti akademik dan penyelidikan dalam mencegah plagiarism, this is your context. You give it more information so that it can help you, it can give you more information. Dalam format kan dalam bentuk surat berkeliling. Alright? So there's a surat missing. Surat berkeliling. So when you have this prompt, you get a surat berkeliling. Right? You get all these detailed from pendahuluan and everything else. We will do this later. We use the forest fire example. Okay? So just before we do hands-on, because after this, I'm only going to show you them hands-on. 5 things I want to show you from Gemini. Can you see? No, right? I already expand already, but it's not appearing. So 5 things. Later when I do my demo, I will make it bigger. 5 things. One is Gemini Chat, where you will use the 4 elements just now: persona, task, format, and context. That's the first one. The second one is GEMS. GEMS Manager is also available to you to use for free under your login with ums.edu.my. GEMS Manager is like you can have different team or different AI expert in you. You already set a persona. So if you want to learn chess, right? It can be a chess coach. Then you can have a translator, a Malay language translator. You can have brainstormer. So all this persona is already set in GEMS. And next time when you prompt, you just tanya saja. Help me explain this. Help me explain that, because you already set the persona. That's GEMS. Yang kedua, deep research. So this morning, Dato' VC said, some of you are doing research. Anyone doing research? Yes, who is doing research? What is the topic of your research? What? The gentleman, yeah. In investigating fusion model. Okay, we use that as a research. So kalau ada nanti I share the file to you. Then we use Canvas. Canvas is where you can use to do coding. And then audio overview is where sometimes I know you don't want to read kan. You tak mau baca already. You can listen. So that is audio overview. So these are the 5 things that I will show you in Gemini app. Okay? So we will do the first one, which is the forest fire. Gemini.google.com. Remember to always sign in with ums.edu.my so that your data is not used to train the machine. It's one of the terms that has already been explained in the Google Workspace for Education term of use. All right, so this is my Gemini. Right, let's do. Okay, so my prompt, yeah, I'm a final year student studying forestry in a university. Help me write factors that create, or factors that I think have to use a word, but I can't think, create forest fire and the environmental impact in the context of wildlife. Put this in easy to read bullet points. Put it in 5 easy to read bullet points, okay? Right, so these are the factors that would probably impact. Can you verify this? Is this acceptable? It's too small. Okay, okay. So my prompt is this, right? And this is the output. Drive conditions fuel the flames. Human activities, a major ignition source. Natural triggers. Habitat destructions. Long-term ecosystem change. Right? So these are some of the things that come up because I asked for 5 easy to read bullet form. You can ask it to do in terms of, okay, let's do another one. Same topic, right? So so I have the output already. Now I'm asking it to, I'm saying I'm preparing for a presentation, provide pointers for 2 presentation slides, right? And let's see the output. Presentation time, 2 pointers. The slide 1 is what ignites the inferno, factors contributing to forest fire, right? This is the headline. This is the visual that you can ask, you can help generate or you can find. These are the bullet points, right? And this is your notes, right? Understanding this factor is crucial. And then slide number 2 is the unseen victims. Headlines, the visual, who you can put, that could be displaced animals, charred remains, right? So these are ideas and bullet points. Home loss, food chain under threat, long term, and all. Okay, then it gives you a reminder to keep your language clear, concise, and impactful. Strong visuals will help enhance your presentation. Right? So this is Gemini chat. Right? You can continue to prompt. You can continue to prompt. You can also change language, right? Translate this to Bahasa. Can get them to do it. This is if you are logging in or if you are trying out, please feel free to share your output, right? Your input and what is your output. It's good to share among your colleague, your friends, right? So this is Gemini Chat. Any questions on Gemini Chat? No. Okay, next. Gems Manager. So this is Gems Manager. You will see it here, right? So it's a logo of a gem. Right? It's big already. You can see, right? Logo of a gem. You press on this. This is what made available for you already. So you don't have to create a persona. You can use this. So if you are final year students and you are looking at career guide, what's next after graduation, you can use the career guide. Persona and everything has been set. So you just ask question. I like technology, but I don't like this. Point me to the correct what role I can work at. This is my CV. These are what I've done in the university. What are the roles suitable for me upon graduation? So this is career guide, brainstormer, right? But this brainstormer is the very general kind of brainstormer. Dia bukan academic type. So if you want a brainstormer to help you, example, in your one subject or to help you in mathematics, right? And then you can, mathematics is probably not a good example, but to help you in communications, right? Brainstormer. So this will be a communication expert. Help me brainstorm ideas to prepare for a language or something. All right. So this is how you create. I will show you what I've done. So I have a Spanish translator as my assistant, or as my manager. I have a chess coach. I have a Malay language translator. So these are the persona that I have set for me. So next time when I want to learn chess, right, it will come out as chess coach. So I can just ask, how do I quickly win a chess game? Based on the persona that I have set in my gems, you'll be able to answer based on that. Okay? Right. Okay. It's here. Let me go back. So how do you set a persona? You see my chess translator, right? I edit. My name is Chess Coach. Instruction as you are a international winner of a chess tournament. So I've already set my persona. And then if I have more knowledge, right, I can add in more things here. I can attach, upload files on how to play chess and also to give it or to strengthen that persona, right? Okay, so this is Gems Manager. Let's try one. The existing one, Career Guide. So, but before that, okay. So Career Guide is unlock your career potential. It is there already. You can use, get a detailed plan to refine your skills or achievement in your career. I would like to improve my presentation skills. Right, then structuring your presentation, delivery technique, visual aids. So these are the things that has been given to you. If you would like to proceed with this plan or would you like to revise? Proceed. Okay, so this is how you structure your presentation, the big introduction, the body, the conclusion. So everything is given already. You just need to continue to prompt because you have already set the persona from the very early. So as a brainstormer, right, the idea of the brainstormer just now, set a persona for this brainstormer based on that particular subject that you are learning. So if you are learning, particularly on forestry, set a brainstormer as a forestry expert. Put in whatever relevant file that you can find or can help support this persona, so that in the future, when you go to forestry brainstormer, help me create a campaign to create awareness among my university students on forest preservation of forests, right? Then based on this, they already that one. So you can use the help me explain, help me create kind. You don't have to add the persona already. So this is Gems Manager. It's also available to use for free. Okay. Next up is deep research. Okay. Deep research. So to use deep research, right, or deep research help you with your research, expand on research. To use deep research, you see the tab at the bottom of your chat. You just have to enable it. Okay, then it turns blue. What is the topic just now? Okay, straight. Okay, is it motivation? Oh, cultivation, analysis. Okay, today we are going to do this interesting subject. So it's an investigation, our deep research. We are going to ask Gemini to help us create a research paper on investigating of fusion modern in unsupervised learning, is it? Correct, right? Of algae cultivation analysis. So let's run. So I have to make it smaller for a while. What you will see here is this is the process of the research. It will go through research website, analyze result, create report, and it will be ready in a few minutes. If you agree with this plan, you can start research. If you want to expand it or improvise it, then you edit plan. So let's start research. Okay, so when you start research, it shows you the thinking process. What it's thinking, what it's doing. Give it some time. Okay, I have to expand my slide now, my website now. Nice. Okay, so right now it's expanding on the fusion technique. I'm starting to clarify what fusion means, right? And then modern unsupervised learning, what is the next step? And these are all the website that is going through right now. Okay, so it takes a while, yeah? It takes a while. On this side, let me show you what happens on this side. On this side, right, it will show you that it's researching. I think you won't be able to see very clearly, but it's searching through 40 websites now as we speak. 40 websites. It will increase. So you see the white line curling the circle. It's supposed to get a complete result. So we will let it run and we do other things first, okay? So it's now researching 44 websites. So it's crawling through all the available websites to help generate a report, research for you. We'll come back to this in a bit, okay? So this is deep research. We let it run for a while. I want to show you next canvas. So it's the same function just now. Deep research and helping you create research paper. Research on thunder. Research on the importance of research on the factors or the effectors of forest fire and all, right? Canvas is also made available for you. It's for you to do coding. Okay, any programming students here? Okay, coding. So again, to use it, activate this. Do you know what is Pac-Man game? Pac-Man, do you know what is Pac-Man? Yes, okay. So I asked it to create a code for Pac-Man game. So again, the thinking behind it, these are all the codes that will eventually take place, right? So what you can do is helping you code. Some programming students, what they do is they take a code where there's an error, put it in and say, help me rectify this. Okay, so in a while, we will be able to see the preview of our Pac-Man game. This is our Pac-Man game, right? And how to play. So this is the preview, yeah? You can't use this. You use the code. You use the code to put it in your applications, to put it wherever suitable. But this is how it looks like, all right? So how to play? I got it. Oh, my game is not functioning. Okay, let it update for a while. It says I've updated the code to address the issues. Here are the corrected code. So wait for a while. My Wi-Fi, yes. Okay, our algae okay, Pac-Man first, huh? Pac-Man, yeah? Pac-Man already rectify my code. This is my game. Let me see, I have to... So there's an error. I couldn't, that one, so I prompt it to generate again. So we go back to our algae research. Our algae research paper is now searching 94 websites and it's not done yet. So it will take a while, right? It will take a while. So let's go back to our Pac-Man. This is my Pac-Man game. Got it? Oh no, it's not functioning also. Today my Pac-Man, my coding is not functioning. Yeah. So I've asked it to create a Pac-Man game earlier, right? Start game. And then I have to run. Right? So I'll have this. Okay, let's start game again. I have to run before I get caught. Right? So this is a preview. It's not a real one. You just need to copy the code and then implement it in the application. This is Canvas. Okay. What happened to our algae content is now still researching 94. Right? But there are already some information that we could use. Okay, we have a bit more time, so let it run. I will show you next. GEMS, I've shown you earlier. Deep Research is currently running. Canvas is our Pac-Man game, right? And then audio overview, we will use the audio overview of our algae research later. So two things that I will come back to is deep research on algae and audio overview. I want to show you next NotebookLM. But before that, we are now deep research, deep research that we are running just now, right? Is now powered by Gemini 2.5. Okay, so it's no longer 2.0. Next up is NotebookLM. Have you heard of NotebookLM? No, yes? Okay, so NotebookLM, right, is actually grounded on your own information. Gemini just now is the output is based on whatever available on the World Wide Webs, right? That's why for our algae paper just now is researching now to 97 websites or 94 websites. NotebookLM is based on your own knowledge or your own sources. So this very quickly, just to introduce, then I'll do demo, okay? NotebookLM is your AI research and writing tool designed to help you find, summarize, and gain insights faster while grounded on your own knowledge. Okay, so it keep your data private and secure. It's grounded on what you put in. If you put in inputs yang information that's wrong, the output is also wrong, right? So if you put in very quality output, you will have very quality input, you have very quality output. It helps from information to insights, multimodal and multilingual. So today, one of the NotebookLM that I've done is in Bahasa. It was just the Bahasa version, the Bahasa Melayu version was just launched last week, right? So you'll be able to get to experience that. This is how NotebookLM looks like. NotebookLM.google.com, right? And for students, right, you can create up to 100 notebooks, meaning to say you have 100 of this. Okay? So I've created two, but this is how you start. NotebookLM.google.com, when you sign in, you will see everything the same except for the word plus. Okay, so you will not see the word plus, but it's okay, you can still use. Create new. This is what you will see. There are three parts in NotebookLM. First part is your own sources. Sumber-sumber you sendiri. Dari YouTube, dari website, dari Google Docs, dari Google Drive. You put it here. It will then help you generate a summary, and then you can start chatting with it. Right? When you start chatting with this, is the reply or the output is based on what you put in. And then you can create an audio podcast. You can ask it to help you generate study guide, briefing document, FAQ, and can even help you to generate mind maps. So this is where self-directed learning, you can use this for self-directed learning. Okay, so I have already some information. Right, I did two research. One is on university students' mental health. Let me make sure there's sufficient internet for us. What I've done is I've put in 5 sources. I letakkan 5 sumber-sumber yang I already read and I know that it's quality resources. I put in 2 YouTube link, okay? 1 research paper from UITM, right? And 2 link to the 2 link, right? One is from WHO and another link from elsewhere. So I have 5 sources. Let me change, yeah. So my default language right now should be in English first, because we want to do one first. So my default is in English. All of you will have default in English, right? And okay. Okay, so what happened is I changed the just now. So it's supposed to be these sources, this summary, right, is based on what I put in. So 5 sources there. Let me enlarge a little bit so you can see. right? So these sources sepatutnya dalam bahasa English, but I keep changing my language. So this is based on the summary, it's based on the sources that I put, the 5 sources just now, right? And then I can get it to create a mind map. Okay, and I wait for it for a while. While it's creating mind map, let's see the mind map. Right? So I ask it, I will ask questions later. So now I get it to generate a mind map. This is how my mind map looks like. I will increase the size a bit. Okay, university students mental health. This is my mind map. And then, right, I can expand. So this can help me in my study, like stress. I can expand further. I can expand. Right? Technically, when I make it smaller, this is how my half of my mind map looks like. Okay, so this can help you in your study when you put in your topic. Later I teach, I'll share with you how to use. Okay, so this is my map. I can also get it to generate briefing documents, right? FAQ. Let's see the FAQ. FAQ will be like questions, answer, right? And then I can get it to also help me generate briefing docs, FAQ, and I can get it to help also do a study guide. Where is my study guide? It's here. This is my study guide, right? So understanding, this is the review questions, instructions, right? These are the questions that potentially can reflect back to the 5 sources. These are the answer key that I could use. All right, so this is self-directed learning at play. One, and then number 2 is, based on these sources, I can ask it further. I can ask, what is the impact of mental health? What's the impact of mental health to uni students? So while it's generating answers for me, all right, so these are my answers. These are what I asked, what are the impact? Based on these sources, these are the output, right? And I can refer back. Number 6 is actually from here, from the sources that I've put in. These are all your citations. Number 1 is from a YouTube link, right? Number 7 is from a link, right? So you know exactly where it pointed you to. Where is the ground source? All right. And then most importantly, sometimes you have a lot of documents to read. You have a lot of journals to read, and you don't have a lot of time. So when you put it in, you get it to help you generate a podcast so that you can listen on the go.
All right. So today we're going to be tackling some pretty heavy stuff. Actually, I think this is really important stuff.
Yeah.
We're looking at college student mental health.
Yeah.
And you guys sent in a ton of great material. I mean, we've got
a lot to cover.
Yeah, a YouTube interview with a psychologist, a research study that's looking at the role of educators, and then this global overview from the WHX. So
yeah, it's going to be great to get that kind of like individual perspective and then zoom out and see the global picture too.
I know, and I was looking through this stuff and
unexpecting that they can, make their own choice.
Okay. So what you can do is you can download this podcast and then you can listen on the go, right? Download it to your WhatsApp, download it to wherever. Then you can listen. What happened is, this is a interactive mode where I can then talk to the podcast. So I'll play this interactive mode. Okay, let's start. So this is what I'm showing you is I will be talking with the podcast and they will answer me, okay?
All right, so today we're going to be tackling some pretty heavy stuff, actually. I think this is really important stuff.
Yeah.
We're looking at college student mental health.
Oh, hey, our listener wants to join. What's up?
Hey, just before what is the one word that represents mental health?
Oh, that's a really interesting question.
Yeah, it's making me think.
If I had to pick just one word, maybe it would be well-being.
Oh, I like that. It feels very
So this is
holistic.
not
It encompasses how we think, feel, and function.
It definitely goes beyond just the absence of illness.
Exactly. It's about thriving.
Okay, let's
you can actually put in your self-directed learning that Prof mentioned in the morning, yeah? Put in your chapters, right? Put in your chapters in PDF. Put in whatever resources that your lecturers has shared with you. Get it to give you a summary and start chatting. What is important in chapter 3A? What are the questions that my lecturer will likely produce from chapter 5? Ask, right? Generate a podcast and ask the podcast, why is this important? Can you explain this concept in 3 words? Right? Communicate. And then use all these resources, your study guide, briefing doc, your FAQ to help you expand further. So this is NotebookLM. It is used by many higher education students. And I think this is one of the most beneficial tools that you can take away today. Okay? Now, let's do bahasa. Now my plus is hilang already. Plus. Okay. I have to change my setting to Malay. Right? Change the setting to Malay. But for now, if you change the setting to Malay, you cannot interact yet, yeah? Okay? So, my research paper is a UPM research paper on food safety. Research paper dalam bahasa English. Research paper is in English. My default setting now is bahasa Melayu. So, it has translated. Sorry, it's not translated. Let me try this. Okay, so technically, when my research paper is English, when my default language is in Bahasa, this should be in Bahasa. Okay? We will prompt later. And then again, a podcast in Bahasa this time. And then all your other materials like your study guide, briefing documents also in Bahasa. So I will expand a little bit. To ask it to do mind map. So, and increase this for you. Membangun kecakapan AI dan etika untuk pendidik peneliti dalam ketahanan makanan, right? So, so there's an error. Hasil and diskusi perspektif mahasiswa, and then you can further explain. But it's all in BM. But of course, this is new. Like all machine, all AI, it has to learn, right? So it's still learning BM. I want to be very transparent. It's still learning BM, so I have to give it some time. But you get the idea, right? Because you have seen the English version. This is the podcast in BM.
Selamat datang ke kupasan kita hari ini. Kali ni kita nak tengok macam mana Air University Putra Malaysia, UPM lah kan. Diorang cuba lengkapkan pendidik dan penyelidik diorang dengan kemahiran AI, kecerdasan buatan.
Menarik tu. Topik AI dalam pendidikan ni memang tengah hangat.
Betul. Sumber kita ni satu kertas persidangan antarabangsa. Dia cerita detail pasal inisiatif UPM ni, terutamanya fokus pada keselamatan makanan dan juga perubahan iklim. Dua isu besar tu.
Ya, memang relevan sangat konteks tu.
Jadi, misi kita hari ni nak fahamlah pendekatan diorang macam mana.
Okay, you get the idea? Right, the BM probably needs a bit more improvement, but you get something out of this. Okay, so English version, remember to change your output setting. If you is right now default maknanya is in English, right? If you are in English version, everything you put English or BM content that you put all the output is in English, including your podcast. And if your podcast is in English, you can interact like what I did just now. But if you change your setting to Bahasa or Melayu, in this case, output can be any language, input can be any language, output are all in Malay, right? But when your content is in Malay, you won't be able to interact yet. Not now, maybe soon. All right, so at least you are aware so that in the future when there is a Malay content interactive mode in Malay, you can use it already. But English is readily available for you. Okay. I want to go back to our research paper. It's ready. Right? Fusion techniques in unsupervised learning for algae cultivation analysis. This is our paper. Right? It's ready. These are all the sites that has gone through. We just need to export to docs, which will take time. Right? It will take a bit of time. But you have a research paper ready with all your citations. Right? There. So you have this. Right? And you go to works cited. These are all your works that cited. So you browse through 108 websites. Right? You browse through 108 websites. It gives you the link and when did you access this document. So, sorry, this website. So this website was accessed today. That's why all our website has got 14 May. Okay, so I can share this with you later. You just need to give me your email address. So this is ready. As researcher, what do you do with this then? Verify all the information, improvise it, personalize it, and then you can actually put it in NotebookLM. Right? Link this to NotebookLM, put in all your paid journals that you are currently leading and ask it to refine. Right? And then ask the podcast just now so that you can listen. But in Gemini, you can also listen to the podcast. Right? This is the generate audio podcast. Give it some time. It generates the podcast and then we can listen to it. This language is now in English. I will check if deep research supports Bahasa. Okay, so we give it some time. I don't have anything else to share, but very quickly, for you, right, NotebookLM, you are using this version, okay? So you can have 100 notebooks, which is like 100 of the little books, right? 100, each of you have 100. Each notebooks you can put up to 50 sources, 50 sumber, right? And then each total words long is 500,000. And then you can ask 50 times, 50 questions per notebook. And then audio generation. So NotebookLM is for personal use. Okay, it's for personal use. You can, like all Google collaborative tools, you can share. But you share to your friend, let's say the two of you, you share. And if your friend already asked 50 questions, then you don't get to ask any more questions. Okay, so it's 50 chat queries and 3 audio generations. What does 3 audio generations means? Sometimes in that notebook, right, like when I do the mental health for students, I put in 5 sources. Suddenly I found something that is very useful. I can add on the sources, refresh it so that it gives me a summary based on 6 sources now, and then refresh my audio, my podcast, so that the conversation is based on 6 sources. Okay, so that's why you have only 3 audio generation per notebook, right? So the rest are paid version. Let's go back to the notebook LM. Let me. I don't know why today it's not able to generate audio overview, but you can export to docs. Next to it is actually audio overview. So let's see if it can generate or it will come up prompt like this again. Oh, okay. So this today dia tak dapat. Let me see if I have others that I can show you. So this is a report or a research that I did yesterday, right? The topic is Beyond the Classroom, the Silent Crisis of Lecturer Burnout. This is a lecturer session. And this is how the audio overview in Gemini looks like, right? So just now we did Algae, right? We have the research. So this is the research paper, right? And then this is the audio overview.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into something affecting higher education quite deeply. Lecturer burnout.
That's right.
We've looked at the research and we want to understand, why.
Okay, you get the idea? So every Gemini prompt now can actually access to audio overview. So instead of you reading, you can now listen. So this is sight and sound. Okay? One last time, if our that one work. One last time, if not, I know very, very quickly, I also want to just introduce to you Google Chromebook. Have you heard of Chromebook before? Yes. Do you use it? Yes. Who has a Chromebook? Oh, at your high school. Okay. So I just want to quickly, for awareness only, because I know you bring your own device, right, to your university. So this is Chromebook. And it's entry level, so it runs on the Chrome operating system, right? And then you can, you can bring it anywhere. And there are 3 versions, the entry level, the Chromebook, or the Chromebook Plus. The first version, which is Chrome OS Flex, is where if you have legacy devices that you can't use anymore, you can actually install a drive called Chrome OS to help give your laptop a new life. Okay, so Chrome OS, you just need to go Google Chrome OS Flex, right? Chrome OS Flex, prepare a pen drive so that you can download the drive. Then put it in your USB on the laptop yang you dah tak mau guna or cannot operate already to give your laptop a new life. So it's running on Chrome, right? So it's a laptop or tablet, computer that runs on Chrome OS. Chrome OS is what I've been using throughout today's presentation, right? It is lightweight. It's a lightweight dual operating system. It's developed by Google, and it's actually more affordable than any other laptop, right? The entry level Chrome books starts from very, very affordable, and they are known to be very fast in terms of their boot time. So I think there's a 7-second rule. Do you want to expand on this 7-second rule that help when you on your Chromebook? Khalil is an expert. I will pass it to him.
Okay. Hi. Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone. So I'm gonna talk a bit on Chromebook. Some of you guys already been using masa sekolah menengah dulu. Right. How's your experience? How's it? Okay. 2 thumbs up. All right, thank you. So yeah, Chromebook, when it says dual OS, doesn't mean you can boot from one OS and then to another. Dual OS is because the updates is being done at the back end. Means bila you pakai Chromebook, you tak ada that issue bila you tengah nak present, you turn on, PC is updating 10 out of 100. So that never happens in Chromebook, right? So they akan update on the second OS, the one that you're using, you can keep on using. The next time you restart your Chromebook, then the updated, you're gonna boot from the updated version one lah. So fast boot times, out of the box 7 seconds. It stays the same for I think 2 or 3 years at least. The main reason is because Chromebook tak ada antivirus. So bila you boot, you don't have to wait for the antivirus to run. You don't have to wait for other things to run. So Chromebook, you turn on 7 seconds, you dah boleh start buat kerja lah. long battery life because it doesn't use a lot of resources. Chromebook mainly all the things yang, I mean for us Googlers bila kita buat kerja, most of the thing kita run on browser. Basically I don't have anything I install on my Chromebook lah. Semua run on kita punya browser which is on Chrome. Right, simple user interface. If you are familiar with Gmail, the Gmail interface, then yeah, pretty much you are set untuk guna Chromebook. Right, it's very very simple to use. Okay, so a bit on the version yang Zimi explained just now, entry level Chrome OS Flex. So imagine kalau you ada old devices dekat rumah yang you dah tak boleh pakai, especially now Windows 10 dah come end of life, so you punya device tak ada security support and whatnot, you can Google Chrome OS Flex, download the installer, put it in a USB drive, and then you can install into your old devices lah. Right, so I guarantee it's gonna give you a better experience because Chrome dia tak perlukan big resources like how I mentioned just now. And then second one is we call it a Chromebook. It's a say Chromebook kalau you pakai Celeron pun you dah boleh run Chrome OS. The highest version we have Chromebook Plus, which actually you ada the help me write yang Gemini Zimi tunjuk tadi actually on the device. So even without internet, you can ask your AI to help you write something on your Chromebook lah. Right, so this one is a higher spec version, i5 and above, because it wants to support the AI punya functionality, the process lah. So a bit higher and then pricing pun tinggi sikit lah. Alright, okay, that's it on Chrome. Any question? Chromebook? Anyone? Tak ada? Thank you.
Thank you. So what I have now is actually two things, right? The first is the mini assignment, 25 questions on Google Workspace, Gemini, and Chromebooks. All right. If you can answer this, we will send your certificate to you in